Imagine opening TikTok. You scroll past a dance, a recipe, and then you land on a live video. It's a split screen. Two women are shouting at each other in Afrikaans, their faces flushed. The comments are flying by, a digital crowd cheering them on. One woman is crying, the other is laughing. And in the corner, virtual gifts, roses, lions, and galaxies are popping up, each one translating into real money for the creators. This isn't a rare occurrence. This is the world of drama lives, an explosive and troubling subculture on South African TikTok. Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at a phenomenon that's part digital coliseum, part soap opera, and part survival strategy. A recent report, drawing on the 2025 Showmax documentary, TikTok Boom, has analyzed this world, and what it found isn't a story about crazy people or an ethnic problem. It's a story about addiction, economic desperation, and a profound cry for connection. Let's break down what's really happening. So, what are these drama lives? Essentially, they are unscripted, real-time broadcasts where participants, mostly from working-class Afrikaner communities, escalate personal disputes into public spectacles. The report identifies three core behaviors. First, the profane verbal exchanges. This is the main event. We're talking mutual swearing and intense verbal abuse, used as a tool to heighten tension. The report mentions over 80% of these lives feature explicit profanity. It's this bizarre, shocking blend of absurdity and aggression. Second, the reputational defamation. These aren't just random arguments, they are deep-seated feuds. Participants publicly expose private grievances, fabricate scandals, and encourage their followers to pile on. The report details a feud between two creators, Queen Imelda and Lee Pasheka, that involved doxing-like revelations and sustained verbal assaults over weeks. In other incidents, people have flushed an ex-partner's ashes down a toilet on stream or even live-streamed suicide attempts, all framed as drama to keep the audience hooked. Third, the solicitation of funds. This is where it gets complicated. It's not just begging for money. Creators weave narratives of victimhood, support me through this betrayal, and their followers respond by sending virtual gifts which can be converted to cash. We're talking our 1,000 to our 5,000 a week. One infamous example is Terrible Tess, a 58-year-old grandmother, who monetized a stream of herself using the toilet, turning profound humiliation into a financial windfall. The audience, predominantly Afrikaans-speaking, eats it up. It's an escape, a real-life soap opera that feels more real than Seven Dalan. Why? A biopsychosocial storm? The easy answer is to label this as pathological, but the analysis digs much deeper, suggesting it's a biopsychosocial storm. Three main drivers. Driver number one, the psychological hook, dopamine. TikTok's algorithm is a machine built to reward volatility. The more intense the fight, the more likes, comments, and shares you get. Every notification, every rose gifted is a shot of dopamine. It's a variable ratio reinforcement schedule, the exact same mechanism that makes slot machines addictive. Creators describe an addictive high from watching their viewer counts spike during a fight. They build a tolerance, needing to do something even more extreme like the self-harm streams to get the same hit. The report cites psychologist Sanam Naran, who puts it perfectly. It's a cry for connection masked as chaos. Many participants come from backgrounds of social isolation or trauma. This drama, this validation, even if it's negative, is a powerful, addictive substitute for genuine connection. Driver number two, the economic desperation. This is the engine of the whole thing. We cannot ignore the context. South Africa's unemployment rate, as of 2025, is over 32%. For many participants in rural or pure urban Afrikaner communities where traditional industries like farming and mining have declined, the options are grim. Suddenly, live streaming yourself in a fight can earn you more than a minimum wage job. It's a survival strategy. The begging is reframed as community support, tapping into cultural norms of communal aid, or bormir. When your options are limited, the potential gain of fame and money outweighs the loss of reputation. Driver number three, the social and cultural factors. This is where it gets tribal. Social identity theory suggests these feuds actually strengthen in-group bonds. Viewers pick sides. You're either hashtag Team Amanda or hashtag Team Lee. It creates a powerful sense of belonging in a community that often feels culturally marginalized in the new South Africa. And of course, there's online disinhibition. The screen provides anonymity. As the report notes, it's a digital space where people can be cruel without immediate real-world consequences, enabling a level of disinhibited cruelty that would be shocking face-to-face. The real-world fallout host. So what's the harm? It's just online, right? Wrong. The report concludes that while these behaviors are an adaptation to marginalization, they are a maladaptive one. The risks are severe. Elevated rates of substance use, drinking alcohol during streams to self-medicate for anxiety are common. It risks escalating to severe cyberbullying, distress, and self-harm. And perhaps most worryingly, it normalizes this toxicity for the thousands of viewers, including young people. The report notes a correlation with rising cyberbullying reports in Afrikaans schools. In the end, this phenomenon isn't an Afrikaner problem, it's a human one, amplified by a specific digital platform and a harsh socioeconomic reality. The swearing, the defamation, and the begging are not just drama. They are the symptoms of a community using the only tools they have to find what we all want: validation, community, and economic survival, even if it comes at a terrible psychological cost. That's all the time we have for the deep dive. A special thanks to the analysis that informed this episode. Join us next week as we explore another hidden corner of our world.